What's going on tonight? At it again. 98.50. Pork blaster. Actually, we need to bring over. Got some kick-ass shirts. Those are cool. Gotta have a pork blaster t-shirt. Oh, what up? It's gonna be a long night. So, the guy doing those, I think is gonna launch that here any second. So, cool shirt design. He's got some Toddfather ones, some Nixtradamus, so it's all good. What up, Seeker, Peter, Roger? I don't have much to say here. I will show the technometer. I'm going to tell you, you can see here the price is not updating. I have that issue sometimes, especially with big volume, but if you go to the intraday, everything's cool. The technometer is still 45, and that's going to get overbought here, you know, over the next day or two, no matter what, because the way it's constructed. So we just got great price action, great volume. So, but we've had such a big rally, your stop's got to be wide stops. So it's tough here. It's tough here because I'm so bullish longer term. Still no news. So I don't know of any news that would take the markets up like this. I mean, most of the news is, I think, with BAT and the CME, it's easy to buy futures now. So it's easy to go to Bitcoin fast, quick, no problem. And the people selling the futures have got to buy the Bitcoin, so it just feeds on itself. So I'm sure we're going to have huge volatility. You can see here on Bitcoin USD on this rally right here, which was the 10-1 after making the 10-4. Volume went to new high, price didn't. That's probably why we're going to be in some sideways here. My guess is 10-4 is the high, 9,000 is the low. I think we could trade inside that range aggressive. But understand, these are way too much guessing at the moment. But I think, you know, we go back to everybody even doing Wyckoff's been calling this distribution, etc. I was the only one not calling it that. Because we had, I thought we'd spring this low. It is cryptos, you got to be careful. So, hold on, I got too much going on here. Every chart's screwed up. Or this one here isn't too bad. Clean this up a hair. And I really think we had the spring. Now we're back above it. We're going to test it over here on low volume. So 9,100 or so, I think is support now. We need a low volume test over here. That'd be ideal before we rock and roll. Andy, I don't know why you don't have a wrench. You're my boy. What's up, Craig? And then, you know, if you want to get real cute, I mean, damn, I don't know if that's a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. You might want to do that just to be cute. Call Peter Brandt, who I think was bearish at the lows. So that could get interesting. I'm sure a lot of people probably was calling for 6,000 because we had these over here, left shoulders. So I think that's off the table now. What up, Javi? Yeah, I think who wasn't bearish down here? I think everybody was bearish. David, if you're in Discord, you get a wrench. What up, Ziv? Oh, God. I guess I'd have to say the low is in. Yeah, I don't know. It would be hard to read. I mean, wasn't prepared for this quick a rally to try to put up alternatives, but I don't think there's many alternatives. Going above 10.1 was another nail in the coffin for the bears. So then you see, I warned everybody, Bitcoin dominance. Here we are, all of a sudden, 67 and change to 71. I think we see something up here, so I think it's still going to be tough for anybody to catch Bitcoin. What up, Asher? So I do have some cash. I wanted to buy 7,800. Didn't get a chance. I was trying to buy 83, 8,400. Nibbled a hair at 8,500, but I didn't get everything filled. So this has been too much, too fast, too wild. So but I think there, to get rid of all the crap, there we are. Again, I think this was a support. We sprung it, got everybody knocked out. We came back now above it. So now we got 9,100 support. So I still, like I said, 91 to 10.4, I think we'll mess around. What up, Borgel? You know, shit, my problem is if I sell here, I've got to get it back. I just dread the position of selling 9,900 and then have it go to 11. And I'm sitting here looking like an idiot. I'm so bullish, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So, right, I mean, 30% retrace, no big deal. So, again, all I can say, 9,100, I think, support. The problem is, where are you going to put a stop? You know, I don't know. I hate to see an overlap of 8,300, but my God, that's so low. So, as always, if I have stop levels to give, I will jump on. Definitely give them to the Discord. If you're not in our Discord, you need to be. $40 a month. That's the cheapest. I think that's the cheapest Discord out there, and I know damn well the best. We're killing it. Not trying to raise the price, just trying to build a good community that stays with us. I will get cold one day, maybe. I'd like to do more work on the software, but damn, it's helped us pretty well already, so I don't know. So I'll try to give a little bit on Twitter, but you know, I got people paying for it, so I got to keep the Discord happy. I mean, probably if I saw 9,100, 9,200 on low volume, I probably would be a buyer there. I just need to see intraday action. If we go sideways here and then fall below 9,800 later for kind of an ABC down, I probably would buy that. I still think Bitcoin dominates, so I mean, it's crushing everything right now for the last few hours, so. If I see something funky here, I'll let everybody know, but it looks like, you know, volume coming in while price stalls, that's bearish. If that would happen. What up, Mario? Thanks for subscribing. I mean, again, this rally here went to new high on volume, didn't price, so that said probably we stall out here for a little bit. But this market is crazy, so I don't know. We left everybody out. Everyone sold at 3,000, I believe. And I think everybody sold this 8,000 level. So I think we've left, the train left while everybody was at the airport, I think. Carl from the moon. Don't know who that is. And I don't give a shit about gaps, so sorry. Gaps make no sense. Gaps makes maybe sense in the stock market. Gaps don't mean anything on a market that's 24 hours a day. So all those gaps are is CME catching up to the real world. So I don't think those gaps mean anything. There's no way it could mean anything. Nick's in here. The CME is dead. I don't know why that would be. Sorry, Asher, not good. Ethereum. So like on Ethereum, we had the 5 waves up, we had the wave 2. I think we're trying to dig out of here. I mean, obviously that chart not as friendly. Having some weakness here, 188. 200 down to 189. I mean, 180 is previous 4th wave support. So I guess I think 180 is probably support. Litecoin support 57. There's 9,700 Bitcoin. Unknown now. Again, I don't think there's no news causing this. That's why it's so bullish. Point figure count to 13.4. I have not done that. I will do that count probably if we get this back up to the creek. That's what I want to see. A backup over here, this 9,200. Then we could take, I mean, you can take a count from here on over. I'd rather take a count from here on over. I do think all this is accumulation. So, again, I think we go a hell of a lot higher. Just need some type of ABC pullback, let the technometer come down. You got to understand, everybody's trying to take profits and sell this thing, but you got to realize sorry about that. Okay, where was I? Well, I was going to say on the rally from 3150 that we called, you got to realize that technometer never gave us a sell. No sells till 13.5, and 13.5 it wasn't a sell. It needed a couple hundred higher. I said that live. A couple hundred higher and we'd have a technometer sell. So we're not getting a sell here. We want another buy signal is what we want. So all I can say is try to get a buy signal on a pullback. Here's 95.70. But I think we could bounce around here for a few days. I don't think, you know, maybe do a 9,200 right here real quick and then boom, right back to 10. Then do a 9,200 in a few days would be more ideal. Hold on, because I got a whale on the phone telling me something. Fuck, don't say that. So again, all I can say, I'm not really, I think we're starting a bull market here, so it's tough for me to use stops. I cannot afford to get stopped out and have to chase it anymore, I don't think so. That news on the Chinese president, I mean, that was out for a while before this thing took off, so I don't think that's that didn't start this. I think really what it is, I've said it all along, there's none for sale, so I don't think there's any Bitcoin for sale for real. All the retail is out. You got a few whales maybe that'll play around here, suck a few people out of shit. So I really think that's all you're going to get is the whales trying to suck more retail out of their positions. I'm sure everybody wanted to sell 8,600 earlier today, so, you know, it's easy to want to try to trade these things. I'm really hoping to get buys from higher lows and ride this puppy all the way up is what I'm hoping to do. Crypto Gainsey, what's he doing? He's the one that swung at me yesterday. I think that was him talking his smack. I shut all those guys up though. They don't want to rumble with me. And then Poison. That boy's a piece of shit too. Poizn, I think it is. Wannabe trader gangster. I hope you're watching. You're a punk ass. What a... I'm sick of a lot of these wannabes. Jesus. The Poison dude. He was the one saying, I don't know Elliot Way. Yeah, okay. But he's talked to Robert Prechter and working with him. Dude didn't even spell Elliot right. The hell? But he's an Elliot wave. He's an expert on WXY waves. Who the hell wants to be an expert in that? In corrections. Damn. They're worthy because when I'm tired of trading all day long, I gotta have somebody to swing at. So I like to get a couple of them so I can swing at them. It gets boring up here by yourself and 2 dogs, 3 dogs. I think 9,100 support, yes. Only because we got this line across here, so we need to have no problem testing that line. That would still say I think we're in a bull market, so. Damn it, James, cool. Nicola, will give you a wrench. Right, didn't know how to spell Elliot correct. Calling me an old man. I don't know why people think that I'm going to take something against being called an old man. I don't care. No problem with me. I'm going to be up all night. I got to give a friend a ride to the airport at 4:30 a.m. So I don't think anybody probably caught this rally. So let's just hope it sticks again. You know, I might be wrong here, and this might be the sell of a lifetime, but I just can't trade it that way. Everybody knows we've called this whole rally. We called the decline. Everything makes sense. This rally fits right in where it's supposed to. With that in mind, I've got to just try to let this thing ride. What up, Sam? Jacques, appreciate it. I'm going to give some wrenches. I think we got some all friends in here. Let's hope. What up? Was that Johnny Cool in here? Yep. No ribs. I went over to get a steak. I ate about a third of it and had to come right back here. Hillary Clinton in this bitch. So, hold on a second. And that technometer is just Anybody knew that the price is not right on this chart? It's just not updating, but the intraday is. The technometer would still be good. Technometer is going to get overbought, my guy. We've had a huge rally. The key is when it's going to give us an oversold. So Hansen, we broke through, I think, because there's no sells. Nobody's got anything they want to sell. I would think SQ would continue higher, yes. Here's SQ. We gave it by, what was it, 58.80 or something? You would think there'd be follow through. Technometer 44. I'm friendly to stocks, but I don't know how much that. I'm afraid of a reversal up here. Technometer isn't really showing it. A lot of things is neutral on technometers, but I think what's really happening, as I mentioned before, I think stocks, Bitcoin, bonds are moving together. It's all the same. It's risk on. I mean, Thomas Lee's been saying that. I agree. I've said that as well. Stocks and Bitcoin's moving together. So you got stocks at all-time highs. You got bonds basically at all-time highs. Bitcoin has been the trailer because of all the bearishness. So Bitcoin back at 16, 17, 18,000 is no big deal. That would be just catch up. So neutral on the Wyckoff wave as well. So stocks probably still higher. You can see technometers flopping around here at 44 and change. So unbelievable that it's not overbought. Again, it will get there because some readings are going to fall off. So we are going to get to overbought, even if we just sat here. The key is the pullback. So go back to the 5-minute. And I think you're going to call all this accumulation, which means you're going to get extremely high count, which I think takes you all-time highs. I did talk to the Andrew guy, so I think he's all right. He is he's a whale. I think he's swinging a big stick. He just got maybe a little bit mad, probably more at himself for not trading very well. I told him yesterday, I said, dude, if you got a big, if you're a multiple million dollar whale, you're going to get rich in the next few weeks, so don't worry about it. So I'm guessing he is. I did give him a link back in, so he is in the Discord, probably a little more quiet. Hopefully, I don't think he was short. I think he was a little upset that he was long and probably didn't use stops and was probably giving up mentally. But after I talked to him, we went back and forth on a lot of emails. I think he's probably still in. So he made a shitload today. Yeah, he said he just had a bad day. And he apologized, so we're cool. Yeah, I mean, the S&P is going to keep working a little bit higher. But again, Bitcoin's got to catch up, so that's probably what it's doing right here, is just catching up. And again, I think dominance still has a lot further to go, so Bitcoin's probably still the one to be on. Discord link right there, patreon.com/learncrypto. You pay the $40 tier, then we give you the Discord link. If you do it too late tonight, you're going to have to wait a few hours because Nick will be going to bed. Said I will probably be up all night. I might fall off asleep for an hour or two. I don't think Ethereum, if this this dominance chart is correct and we're going to go to somewhere, let's just say above 74, if that's going to be a 5 of 5, then you got to realize the support is back here at 50. It'd be first support 67 and then 50. So that would mean all season would be on and popping. So that's what I'm hoping, is get a high up here. And then I would probably say it's time to switch over and to pick up some of the alts. But right now, I'm going to say Bitcoin's the lead dog. That's where the money's going. You got to realize somebody's over on BAT or CME buying the futures. They're buying Bitcoin, not anything else. So the money's going to Bitcoin. Once they make a bunch of money, they might decide to branch out and pick up some other things. And I think that's when the dominance would take a hit. If this count's correct, Bitcoin's going to blow off here. Then alts will catch up. Blake Betts, you sure can have a wrench. What up, Blake? There you are. Yeah, Nick just said he liked ETC. I don't think you can get hurt, but wouldn't be my favorite. What's up, Crypto Sammy? Andy is back in Discord. He's just not talking, I'm guessing. He is back. Like I said, we had a good talk, so. Would I sell some Ethereum and roll it to Bitcoin? I probably would if Bitcoin would have a breakdown to 9,200. I probably would. There's ZRX USD. Let's get off that daily, go to the 4 hour. Again, I think some of these, they're acting much better, but I think it still flop around a lot more. This could be a fourth wave. We still might be able to get a fifth and come back down again. So I think some of them will be good, but nothing to brag about. ETC. ETC USD. Not pretty. Definitely cheap, maybe for some catch up. Crazy chart there. Thanks, Scoop. Thanks, Mark. Sweet Girl, what's up? I don't know if we know Sweet Girl in here or not. What's up, Johan? Any other Discord people in here? If so, you're getting wrenched. We've got about 630, I think, over there. Trying to get to 1,000. I think it's hard to, if you're talking about the big third wave off of this wave too, I mean, shit, 30, I don't even want to put numbers out there. I mean, like 36,000 or something. But I don't want to go on record on YouTube saying 36,000. So I'll play it as I see it on the way up. Again, we're open for buy signals on the way up like we had from a 3120 low. We had like 12 buys on the way up. I'm hoping we do the same thing. And the way the tech is acting, I got a feeling we're going to get that. There's the 5-minute intraday. Nothing glaring there. I mean, that could have been, yeah, I don't know how you even count. You can't count any of these things. Really, when you're doing Elliott wave theory, you should be, well, I probably should ask Poison what he thinks. He might not agree with me, because he's the Elliott wave expert. Elliott wave really was hourly bar or hourly line chart. So there's what you got. So probably down here today on the intraday, it did look like a 1-2-1-2. So I really think we've done a, that was probably a 3. We're going to do a 4 here, then we're going to go to another new high, and then we'll be ready for a pullback. So if that happens, maybe we get a sell at 10.7, 10.8, and then buy a hard break after that. I don't know. All I know is if you want those trades, you got to join the Discord, because we're not giving Twitter these trades. Here you are, Travis. Sweet girl, we'll give you a wrench just because you're a sweet girl. Rachel, what's up? If you look at, I follow strictly bars. This did look like down here. This is a triangle pattern that caught everybody off guard. Remember that? It's not that easy, boys and girls. Everybody's looking at this as a B wave or a wave 4. That was a mistake. It was a 1-2-1-2. Again, Wyckoff kept us on the right side. Everybody knows it's in the Discord. We had a Wyckoff reading at 35.5. That's oversold. Doesn't matter how you read it. So that's why I said, yeah, we could have another break to 7,100 because of this setup. But that caught everybody off guard. So that means we did this as a 1-2, probably a 3-4-5 maybe. So that's too hard to read. And I don't do Elliott Wave like that. I'm really a Wyckoff. Anybody new in here, I own WyckoffSMI.com. We have killed it this year, so if you really want to learn how to trade, you need to take the course. $1,000 course at WyckoffSMI.com. $300 course at LearnCrypto.io. Join the Discord for $40 a month, but you really need to learn something yourself. But that's enough for the commercial. What up, Andrew? Jim Minetti, give you a wrench. What up, Blowdack Bamboo? I got to swing a poison. Got to. Well, if Nick's still in here, I guess that is Nick. Right, Discord gets 20% off course, free Elliott Wave book. Discord's where it's at. Hold on, let me see what my whale's saying. I had mentioned XRP at 24 and change. The other day it did come down to 25.5, which was a stop level I mentioned. But then I said at 27, it's probably just going to come right back up. So I'm not a big fan of Ripple. I do think it'll continue higher. I got a buddy that's got $1 billion. Well, hell, now he's got like $1.4 billion. I think it is in Bitcoin. No names, but I mean, a person like that can move Bitcoin around himself. So you always want to know what he might be doing if you could find it out, or if he tells you. And the other thing is, I've mentioned it, like Coinbase and some of these places are doing custody and insurance now. So, before if you had $1 million, 10 million, 50 million you wanted to put in Bitcoin, no way you would do it. You'd have to went to exchanges, whatever. But now you can go to Coinbase, get custody and insurance. So now that opens the door up for big money. And I think that's what you're seeing. This is the normal investor coming in and saying, hey, Bitcoin was at 20,000, it's at 8,000, it's at 9,000, I don't give a shit. I got to throw some money in. So they're just as emotional as everybody else. They will chase that shit too. I really think that's what's happening. I've said it all along why I'm long-term bullish. I just think that between BAT and everything, Fidelity Digital offering custody, it won't be long before everybody at Schwab, Fidelity, everybody will be able to buy Bitcoin easily. You had crypto Twitter talking about a death cross, which I said all along was bullshit. Nobody cares about that crap. If you followed that, you sold the low, got short, probably at the low. I don't do moving averages. I don't do any of that. So, waste of time. I mean, shit, Mark, I don't know. I said by year end that I kind of pulled back from that because we're not that far away from year end, but damn. When you go a couple thousand a day, it won't take long. Appreciate it, 808. Yeah, I didn't waver in that. Anybody knew, because I was bullish back here. I was trying to pick a low at 78, 8,200. We did have a stop at 78.60, 79.80. Then we went back in at 7,500 on Bitcoin, 160 Ethereum, 49 on Litecoin. And I also said that today on Twitter before the blast off. So, dude, if we go to new all-time highs by the end of the year, yes, I think we're doing a Vegas Discord conference. Then this summer, we're going to tear it up at my place out in the middle of nowhere. Appreciate it, Johan, Dolphin, Fidel. I'm going to give you a wrench too. I'm giving wrenches tonight until somebody miles off. Appreciate it, dude. Got wrecked. I mean, yeah, we've had a huge year. I mean, I want to be careful because I have had a big year. And it's not always that easy, but damn. The software's been good. LEWave's been not bad to me. I mean, I will say a lot of people beating up on LEWave, and that it has been making a lot of bad calls. But I don't start with LEWave. I just throw a little icing on the cake. I am all Wyckoff. What up, the hog? My name's Todd Butterfield, the Todd Father. Appreciate it, Joseph. I got some St. Louis ribs down in the refrigerator. The wifey's on the way to Washington, D.C. to do a marathon. Left me here with 500 frickin' orders. Appreciate it, Fidel. Johanna, I'm 95% Wyckoff. I own the Wyckoff Institute that started in 1931. The course I took in 1982. It's got me all my national recognition. The shit works. That's all I can say. Nothing works all the time, but it definitely gets the odds in your favor. I've proven that. You can probably bring the wife. Just make sure she goes to sleep early. Again, Binance sent out a thing about Wyckoff. I mean, it was intense. They gave away a lot of shit. It was free. I wouldn't tell you not to look at that. I mean, it went into a lot of details. I think the original course and what we teach obviously will be a little bit better. They don't talk about the OP Force technometer. That is not a part of what everyone has. I'm the only one that has access to that. That's the secret sauce. That's the purple dildo. So people doing Wyckoff don't don't talk about volume. They're not talking about volume from all the exchanges. They don't have the tools I've got. So what up, Hanson? Wrench you. You're welcome, John. Double X Power. How long for this channel, Todd? Not sure. I mean, I've been doing this, started out with an old gentleman that worked for me, but I've been doing it, what now? It's going to be going on 2.5 years or something. We got 284 in here, so again, I think 9,100 is support. Get back above the support level. I have stops way below us, which I will try to change, and I will change. If anybody in the Discord tonight, maybe if people are going to sleep, I'll try to give a stop. I'd hate to see 8,400 overlap. That would be absolutely horrible, obviously. I'd hate to see 9,100 really give away too much. I don't have a sell, Frank, so you're not going to get a sell from me. As I said, I think we're in a bull market. I cannot afford to miss it. Yeah, you'll like the Discord. 600, I don't know what it is, 630 or 40. People paid crypto as well. There's probably 630 of us over there. Appreciate the likes, subscribes. I don't have much more to add. Let's see. Again, the technometer is going to go overbought here as we get a couple days behind us. I don't want everybody thinking you want to keep buying here because, I mean, the technometer is acting very well for us, so definitely it supports what we've been doing. The thumbs down probably came from Poison or Gainsey. Two wannabes. Volume holding in here, which is nice. Probably got some short still caught. Where's Tall Paul? Where's Star Catify? That's what I want to know. I do a little bit of, I mean, I'm not going to say I use a lot of Fibonacci. I gave everybody, yesterday was the Fibonacci 0.618 time. I gave that to everybody. It was 0.618 on price. I mean, that was unbelievable confluence right there on Fibonacci. So, and then we start today's explosion. Yeah, I can't afford to tell people that Bitcoin's going to all-time highs and give me your money to manage and I set in cash. So I've got a little cash now that I shouldn't have. So I can't afford any extra cash. So, and I'm so bullish that you can try to count Elliott waves, you can try to sell an overbought technometer, but again, I think there's so much money coming into this space because of Fidelity and BAT and all this that I just think we're going higher. I think Litecoin, Ethereum, they'll follow Bitcoin up, just not as well at the moment. But they'll catch up at some point. I'm still Bitcoin. I don't know. I mean, you got to realize a lot of my accounts are way different. But let's just say on average, I would be 70%, 60, 70% Bitcoin, 20% Ethereum, 10% Litecoin, something like that. 30% Ethereum, 10% Litecoin. Oh, that's Matt's mate. Now I think Matt worked for me. He built websites for me. Then he started talking about Ripple. Then I joined him. And then he just screwed some shit up. I'm a legal licensed investment advisor, state of Illinois, so I got to play by the books. Right, now he's a trucker. I'm still here killing the game and brought Nick in, and Nick and I are killing the game. So what else was I going to say? I just think, sentiment-wise, everyone sold 3,000 and they've sold to 7. So I think most people that are willing to sell their Bitcoin have already done it. So that's why we rally so easy. I don't think we're going to see 7K on Bitcoin, no. Maybe after we go to 48,000 or something. I don't know. Right, I met Nick and knew he'd be a great addition. He knows his shit when it comes to fundamentals, which I know nothing of. So he was a good fit for me and a smart move by me. Well, he spends the time on it, so, you know. That's all that matters. We take this serious. And also, I'm managing money, so, you know, you can't just, everyone wants to talk shit like, I don't know what I'm doing, etc. But I'm managing millions, so I can't just talk. You can't just have, you know, say, oh, I didn't get stopped out of so long, etc. So this is a hard business. This is the hardest game in the world. And Nick and I haven't been doing as many shows together. I mean, if everybody knows, we're in Discord somewhat together, only because we're just busy, and we keep saying we're going to try to start going back to the 4 days a week joint shows. Maybe as winter gets here, we'll get more bored and want to do that. Appreciate it, Zane. AM. NJ is Swider. So there's not much going on here. Still 9,600. That's all I got, guys, I guess. Again, I mean, I do if you want, some people don't want the Discord because they don't want all the announcement. They don't have any time. So if you do want to, you can go to wyckoffsmi.com and click Pro Traders. There you just get emailed my stock ideas, and you'll get emailed Bitcoin ideas. So I gave a buy on Bitcoin at 94.90 for 75% of your portfolio. That way you just get an email. You don't have to worry about being in Discord, etc. So that is another choice. Otherwise, if you're in Discord and don't want to be in there talking, you can still have the one channel where we give our buys and sells. Have that one turned on, so you'll get our buys and sells and don't get all the other announcements. If you want a good community, Discord's where it's at. There's 9,500, a little bit of activity you can see. Everything's lighting up. 94.50 looks like. Yeah, I don't know what I probably said 94.90, right? I'm at 74.90 was where the buy was. If anybody's wondering that, I mean, well, maybe. This is wyckoffsmi.com, and there's the buy I gave, 1023. I'd been long at 79.20, watched it go to about 8,300, but I had a break-even stop. Then I gave a buy-in back at 74.90. So that'd be on the website if you log in, and also you'd have got the email. That's $40 a month as well. So there's a little selling down to 9,500. Again, my best guess, violently between 9,100 and 10.5 for a little bit of time here. Let's hope that works. Let's hope that wasn't a blow off. I'm still bullish. I love the rally happened because of no news. I think that's the best. What up, Andrew? Triple the bag. Mark, let me give you a wrench. All right, guys, that's all I got. I'm going to get ready here because I might do a little bit of buying if we get a little quick break here. So, peace out. Once again, I'm going to do the Who is Wyckoff outro. Anybody new here? If you want me managing your crypto assets, hit me up at tbutterfield at wyckoffsmi.com or go to learncrypto.io. There's a private client group tab. answers a few simple questions, or support at wyckoffsmi.com. That'll work. 3% annual fee. So here's the outro. Any big action, I'll probably be back on here. Peace.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard D. Wyckoff. Anyone who is interested in the stock, option, or commodity markets is most likely to find my life and teachings to be of great interest and value. I was born November 2nd, 1873. At the age of 15, I had my first job as a stock runner on Wall Street, and by age 25, I had opened my first brokerage firm. I was one of the pioneers in the study of the tape and included volume studies in all my market operations. This volume and its intraday studies is what set me apart from the rest of the market gurus. There was a point that my buy and sell following was so big that it became a powerful part of the daily market. It was at this time that I became known as one of the titans of technical analysis. But all along, my lifelong endeavor was to pass on my accumulated wisdom to others. With that in mind, in 1907, I created the magazine of Wall Street. At its height, the magazine of Wall Street had over 200,000 subscribers. That's over 200,000 investors who wanted my thoughts on the current market conditions and trends. Finally, in 1931, I decided to take all my knowledge that I had learned about the stock market and create the Richard D. Wyckoff course of stock market science and technique. I was able to create something that established a new standard of practice in the public stock market operations. I did not claim any monopoly of stock market knowledge, but up to that time, no one else seemed willing to be so frank in offering to the public the most intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the stock market. The good news is that even though I created the Wyckoff Stock Market course back in 1931, the course has been maintained and updated throughout the years and is available to you today. Over 90 years later, my course is still available for investors and traders that want to learn the secrets to the stock market and can be found right now at wyckoffsmi.com.